as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Miami Dolphins. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This defense for the Vikings, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Option play, here's Pollard. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Dolphins are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Drill green. Ready?
On first down, Lance. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangwu, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. You talk about this Miami defense. They're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener, didn't allow much of anything at all through the air, so now they come into Week 2 saying,
oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Edo blue. Hut.
Lance now on first down. And a quick throw here. That's complete. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Now Lance. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Let's go.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Field flat. Ready.
The Lance going to throw. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain.
Black shot.
Brings up fourth
Black
down
ultra.
and 1.
Strike. Check strike. Blaster. Dig. Green jack.
Lance and company going on fourth down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Dolphins first down, it would appear. Yes, he does, by a full yard. They get the conversion on 4th and 2.
They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest, I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the first down, but they decided to keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, the decision paid off indeed.
Here we go. Set. Blue strike.
Lance looks to throw again.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Touchdown, Dolphins! A great effort there. 26 yards. And the Dolphins are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Open man is Osborne. He's got it.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Play action now. Cousins. He lets one go deep for Addison. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Minnesota. 43 yards.
A gain of 43 yards. First down, Vikings.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. On play action, Cousins completes it to the fullback Ham. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance. Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points in the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. Cousins now. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Jalen Reagor, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7.
Greg Joseph to kick off for Minnesota.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
That's a gain of 3.
Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
At the 39-yard line.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Yellow. Ready.
Lance looking to throw it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he'll get this back across the midfield. Striking down to the 47-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Following the interception, Cousins. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. This one caught by Osborne, right side. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. They go play action. Cousins. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. Now Cousins. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Christian Wilkins in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Cousins. Touchdown, Vikings! Jalen Reagor, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings are an extra point away from evening this one up. Joseph connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Shotgun now for Lance. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Steal. Check steal.
Now Lance on the option right. And yet again, he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 41.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield.
Touchdown, Vikings! Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon.
And the Vikings will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Joseph connects on the extra point,
and the lead is now 21-14.
Dolphins 14.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A slim deficit here in a 1-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room.
Wide open receiver complete. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Ready.
Lance now on first down.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Throwing on first down is Lance.
And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Drill green.
Throwing now is Lance.
Flush to his right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down, so now it's 3rd and long.
Here's Lance to throw it. Throw out wide is incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Jason Sanders on for the field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee you he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw. Now,
there he goes, left side. Touchdown, Vikings. Kene Nwangu, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And Lance now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Black shot.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. And they'll go for it. Lance. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Dolphins first down as he gets a little more than he needed. 4 yards to pick up there on 4th and 2. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Lance. Connecting on the out route here with Higgins. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Ready, break.
Here's a quick throw out wide by Lance, complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Watch out now. 50 here. Ready.
Here's Lance. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Lance looking to change it up.
It's now 3rd and 13.
Blaster, stay. Green jack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Good work there to force the incompletion and 4th down. Normally, it'd be a quick change for the punt return unit, but this offense has converted twice on 4th down so far, so you may want to double-check things there and make sure they're actually going to kick the football.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
They do go for it. Lance. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah. And the Vikings will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
3rd quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10.
Cousins.
Throw left side, and Osborne has it.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
1st down. Here's Cousins.
That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Quickly to Addison here.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
To the air again, it's Cousins.
And that is incomplete. And the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Joseph's got it. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you didn't mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Joseph now to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
ultra.
So now,
Go
Charles, this
ultra.
drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And Lance's throw is taken in by Waddle. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
White.
Lance looking to throw it. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down.
Yellow. Let's go. Go set. Ready.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Cousins on first down. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
On third down, Cousins. This goes out wide from Madison. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the
touchdown. Justin Jefferson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Vikings are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Joejuan Williams. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about You know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
The Vikings on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Play fake, Cousins. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Channing Tindall, the one who got through to drop him.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
Yeah, from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, okay, inside ready? The 5. Superb. 6, the Dolphins 7. At the line ready for their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Nwangu now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw, Cousins. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Lance. Flush to his right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. T. Higgins, 31 yards. And the Dolphins have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Nwangu now from his end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up to the way it's going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Channing Tindall able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. That's pulled in at the 32. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Here's 1st and 10.
Red, cycle. Check, smash. Smash, red. Set, go.
Now Lance. To the sideline and incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle. Kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Drill, 52. Blue, go. Drill, green. Eagle, blue. Steel, black. Black, shots. Ready.
Lance looking to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Joejuan Williams. And the Vikings have just about sewn up this football game. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Up the middle, Nwangu. And he will have a Viking 1st down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. And they will take a knee here. Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we could hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calm every step of the way, even with all the pressure, and found a way to get out of here with a win.
So for the Vikings, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Miami, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles